are here to express our dismay with the decision that has been made by the Chancellor and also the Chairman, and the acceptance that has been apparent by the Mayor of the City of Chicago.
As a teacher, I'm deeply concerned about the future of the largest consolidated body of higher education in the state, with over 127,000 students. In the past year, since the campaign called Reinvention started, many people, hundreds of people have been laid off, and we're talking about people who are directly helping and advising students and supporting them, helping them to navigate through a very complicated city college system. And at the same time, there have been many cuts in programs like nursing and really great study abroad programs. And all of this time, there have been many patronage hires at the district office, at the administrative and bureaucratic level. We're very concerned about the growing centralization of the city colleges of Chicago that excludes the voice of the community, that excludes the voices of faculty, that excludes the voices of local administrators and staff and students.
All of the stakeholders and the voices of all the stakeholders have been excluded from the reinvention and this administration, the process of reinvention. Reinvention to us means de-invention. It's destroying what we know as an educational system, and the historical perspective of the educational system, this college system is over 100 years old, and to blatantly say to the public that we have low enrollment, low graduation rates, that there is reduction in force across the district, these things need to be spoken against because they're not true.
We have a team of lawyers that have been convened to look at the Shachtman decree. And if it violates the Shachtman decree, then we are prepared to tell the lawyers to go forth in a lawsuit.
I think it's very problematic. There's been patterns of centralization of power happening in the district, where a lot of the things and decision making that were happening locally in each campus is actually being transferred to district right now. I think it's robbing our campuses of autonomy. I think it's very important.
I'm frustrated as I stand here as a community member who have been impacted and engaged in the city colleges of Chicago for over 30 years, myself personally. I'm frustrated as I stand here and address a board that obviously have their absolute own agenda. I'm not going to pretend that this is a democratic process that is taking place. I'm not going to pretend that you're actually sincerely interested in hearing what we have to say. I appreciate the formalities. I'm not going to pretend that you're not going to continue to aggressively go after your own personal agenda. I'm not going to play that game. What I am going to encourage you to do is to understand, just as Vivi was saying, that we're not going anywhere. I think that it's an absolute insult to all of those who have come before you, particularly those of you who sit here as descendants of immigrants, rather they came in on their own will, being the difference between an immigrant with an I and an immigrant with an E, or if they came here in charters, that you would allow for someone else to come in and remove the springboard from which many of you sprang is totally unacceptable. That you would even consider this process of reinvention for the city colleges of Chicago when you know for yourself that Daley, Richard Daley, took control of the schools 15 years ago, and so all of the children that we are now saying that are ill-prepared for the city colleges is a direct reflection of Daley's leadership. And then Rahm Emanuel comes in and follow up with the exact program, accepting and keeping some of the same people to continue the same process. And then you allow for yourselves to viciously engage and participate in this action. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable.